welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Jamie. Today we'll do a walk around video on this 2013 VF SSV Redline. Now I'm going to run you through some of the benefits and the features and also the added extras on this car and why you should own this beautiful vehicle. Starting off with the front of the car, you will notice first thing is that the middle emblem, the Holden emblem, has been blacked out, which you will notice throughout the car. A lot of other parts have been blacked out as well. You can also see color-coded front parking sensors on the front of the vehicle, right next to your daytime running lights, and then you have your fog lights fitted down the bottom as well. Now the front of the car for 2013 presents really well. There's no major stone chips or anything that are worth pointing out on the front of the car, and you will notice it is in the showroom, so you can see it looks absolutely fantastic. I'll come around and look at our first wheels. As you can see, we do have the upgraded alloys. These are Simmons wheels, and you can see how good they look and the condition they are in as well. You can also see that you have your Brembo brakes right behind there too. Really good, or pretty much brand new tyres on the front of the vehicle with that wheel as well. Now coming down the car again, side vent is in black as well with the indicator integrated into that vent. Now that vent is not actually functional, that is there just for the style. Moving down the vehicle again, the thing you will notice about the car is the condition of the paintwork and how good it does look. Now you do have color-coded exterior mirrors and door handles, but again the door handles have been wrapped with the black as well, which actually contrasts well with the black mirror and the rest of the black on the car. Now you do have the keyless entry on the car. I actually don't have the key on me, but I will show you a little later. So clicking this button would actually lock the car, and then the same thing to unlock the car as well. We'll quickly open the door and we'll take a look inside the car real quick. First thing you'll notice is you do have the upgraded Redline plug on the door sill. You also notice just the condition of the actual seats as well. Being a 2013 does really present really well, and you can also see that we have the Walkaround performance mats. Now you will see on the doors as well, no major marks or any scuffs on the door, because usually people kick the door open and that's where you get most of the scratching, but there is none on that. So really good. Previous owner has looked after the car really good in that spec. Now you can see the SS badge has been blacked out as well, just to go with the rest of the theme of the car. Back door handles do have the keyless entry and also have been blacked out as well. Come down and stop at our second wheel now, where again of course you have the Simmons wheels on the back end, and again the condition on them, not a single mark on them whatsoever, and really good tread on those rear tyres as well. Now fuel door is just above that rear wheel, so just push that to open it, and the same thing to lock it as well. When the car is actually physically locked, you cannot actually open the the fuel door. Coming to the back of the car now, where you can see you have all your SS badging, so Walkaround Performance, SSV badging as well. Again, both SSs have been blacked out. You can also see that we have the twin exhaust. It is the upgraded exhaust, which I'll run through a little bit later. And then you've got the GM tow pack fitted as well. Obviously GM is the owners of Holden and Chevrolet, so that's why that's GM. Color-coded reverse parking sensors on the back as well. What I'm going to quickly do is just pop the boot so we can take a look in the boot. So taking a look in the boot, as you can see, massive amount of space. And if we take a look underneath here, you can see that we have a full-size spare wheel, but it's not the same as the wheels that are on the car as their aftermarket wheels. But the good thing is you still have a full-size spare wheel. Closing the boot, you can just grab this little thing under here and actually close it, and obviously push down the boot, and that'll close. Now coming around to the passenger side now, again, consistency with this car is phenomenal. The paintwork, even inside the showroom, under the lights, not a single mark on this car at all. Looking at the third wheel again, as you can see, you can see the pattern going on with this, guys. The wheels and the car in phenomenal condition, and obviously the tyres as well, which are pretty much brand new. Now going down again, just take a look at the paintwork. Good thing is windows have been tinted in this car, so obviously that's going to save you a bit of money down in the future. And then once we come to our fourth and final wheel now, you can even see, guys, even this wheel that you park right next to the curb, not a single mark on that wheel as well, and obviously pretty much brand new tyres on the front too. So as you can see, guys, with the exterior condition of the paint, the wheels, the tyres, everything in the car itself, it's just fantastic condition on the outside of the car. Alright guys, taking a look underneath the bonnet now. Now the first thing you can notice is not your standard engine bay that comes with an SS. You can see that we do have a few Walkaround bits here and there, which I will run you through real quick. So you have the over there radiator Walkaround air intake, this thing right here. You also have the Magnaflow exhaust, headers, high flow cat. You have a custom tune, You can see that you have the walk control covers as well, engine covers, which just really sets off the inside of the engine bay. And as you can see, there are a few more bits here and there, so you can tell that the previous owner has definitely put a lot of money and time into getting this car right, which you'll actually look at the spec sheet on the advertisement, which will show you all the prices of the actual added features. Alright guys, one thing I didn't mention, which is pretty important in my opinion, so with all these extras, the car has gone from 260 kilowatts, which is straight out of the factory. With the walk control package, it's gone up to 320. So as you can see, a massive increase in obviously power and torque. Alright guys, taking a look inside the interior now. Starting off with the driver's side door, you do have power windows for all 4 windows. Button here to lock the windows as well, so if anyone's getting a bit annoying playing around with the windows, you can lock them out. And then you have all your mirror controls just above. Now your central locking is just next to the door handle, so obviously to lock and unlock. And then next to it you actually have all your headlight controls, so you can just leave it on automatic and it will do all the work for you. You have a little toggle switch here that can just adjust the brightness up and down in the center cluster, and then you've got your heads-up display control, so you can actually adjust the height of the heads-up display to get it exactly where you need it, and you can actually flick through a couple of different screens, which you would actually, whichever one prefers, you can leave it on. And then you've got the brightness, you can adjust on that as well. On your right hand stalk, you have your high beams, your indicators, and also a menu button to flick through the little screen in the middle. And left hand stalk, you have your windscreen wipers. On the steering wheel itself, really nice leather wrapped steering wheel, really good condition as well, which on the right hand side you have all your media control settings and your pick up and hang up for your Bluetooth. Left hand side you have your cruise control, speed limiter, your front end mitigation warning. So what that actually is if I get too close to a car and I haven't touched the brake, the car will actually warn me to tell me to brake, so obviously I haven't braked in time. Then you've got your lane departure warning, so obviously that'll be once you get too close to the white lines, the car will actually warn you and say, hey, you're getting too close, get back over. In your mirrors you have blind spot monitoring as well, so if someone is in your blind spot, it'll actually light up orange to let you know someone's in there, and if you do hit the indicator still, it'll actually light up, it would actually give you a warning again and say don't go. Into the main system now, as you can see, we do have the satellite navigation up and running, so really nice and easy to use, really nice display as well. If we go home, I'll show you a couple other things. So you have AM, FM radio, you have USB, you have digital radio as well, and you have AUX. Quickly show you the nice display reverse camera has too. So you can use the reverse camera, or you can actually use the park assist, which will actually just change from green, orange and red to tell you how close you're getting with the reverse sensors. Down below you have all your climate control settings, so it is dual zone climate control, so the passenger can have a different temperature to the driver, because obviously the wife and husband never agree. And then you've got all your different settings to where and how cold you want the air to come out of as well. 6-speed automatic gearbox. Now you can drive it as a normal automatic, or you can put it into what they call the sport shift, and then you can actually shift through the gears manually. You have your traction control button to turn off, which in a car like this you might want to turn it off, but obviously in the right place at the right time. This button here, so once you click this, if the car actually has the right amount of space between you and in front of you, so obviously between you in front and back, you can actually click this button and the car will actually parallel park itself. So the wheel will literally turn itself and the car will actually park itself between those two cars. Then you have your parking assist button, so if you do want to turn off the parking sensors because they are getting a bit annoying, you can just click that button and turn them off and it will light up as well. Electronic handbrake, so pushing that down will turn the handbrake off, and then pushing it up, or sorry, I should say pulling it up will actually put the handbrake back on, which you'll hear the noise when the actual handbrake is on. 2 keys with this car as well, which is always handy. You have 2 cup holders, which have these little rubber grommets that push in pretty easily, so if you do have a bigger sort of cup, it will fit in there, or even a smaller cup for that matter. Nice leather wrapped armrest as well, which is in really good condition. That's where you mostly get of the wear on the actual leather itself. Good amount of storage in there. You have another 12-volt socket. You also have USB AUX, and if you're wondering what this little gap is in here, so if the actual key goes dead in the car, because this is a push button start, you can just put the key in here and you will still be able to start the car. Now we'll just pan up to the roof quickly, as this SSV does have the sunroof. So you do have the blind that comes with sunroof, so you do have to close that manually. So if you actually open the actual sunroof itself, the blind will actually open automatic, but when you do close it, you do have to actually grab it yourself once it is closed. So we'll just pop up real quick. There we are, and then you close it yourself, and then you got all your tilt function there as well. Now I'll just get the camera person just to pan around the interior, show you the condition of the vehicle. For 50,000 kilometers on the clock, especially the exterior of the car, the interior pretty much presents pretty much the same. It looks fantastic. One thing I didn't mention as well, being the SSV, you do get the Bose audio, which is a really good sound system with this car. What we'll do now, guys, is we'll jump out of the car and we'll wrap up the video. Guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully that's given you a really good representation of the outside condition, also the inside condition, also key benefits and features of why you should own a beautiful vehicle like this one, especially with all the upgrades and money that's been spent on this car. Now, a couple of things I'd like to talk to you about before I leave. Number one thing on this car, being the car it is in the condition it is in, I would like to talk to you about the glass coat. So what the glass coat actually is, it actually protects the paint on the car, so it actually bonds with the clear coat, and it protects you from things like oxidization, paint fade, bug splatter, tree sap damage, bird droppings and bat droppings as well. Would highly recommend it. Please speak to us about it. The other thing I'd like to recommend to you as well is our premium mechanical protection plan. So if you think you're going to own this car for a while, we can extend with the service plan we offer here, give you an extra 5 years of mechanical and electrical protection. It's also going to give you 10 years of roadside assistance as well, which will give you also unlimited claims on the car. So if anything does go wrong, that are parts that are covered, we will give you unlimited claims up to $3,000 per claim with no excess on the claims as well. Now, it is an additional cost, but if you are using our in-house finance, Julie or Murray, our business managers, can talk to you about a package and tailor it to exactly to your needs that will only adjust your payments by a couple of dollars a week. Now, again, number to call, 9907055. And one last thing before I go, with a 4.8 star Google rating on Google with over 780 reviews Australia-wide, you can be assured that you're buying a fantastic vehicle, especially a vehicle like this from the right quality people as well. So the number to call, 9907055. My name is Jamie, and thanks for watching.